YouTube also sucks because of just, green screen kids and just how repetitive everything feels. YouTube now, dude, like I was on YouTube Shorts or, trying to find like some movie clips because I do like watching like edit videos from time to time. I like it watching, cooking videos like Nick Giovanni. I like watching people that make cartoon foods in real life like Golden Gully and, Cooking with Fred from time to time, right? And I just saw this common trend and it was just so retarded, dude. It was like, people playing these filter games saying, "Oh, I bet you can't beat this certain score." And it's like, people beating that certain score just to prove a point, and it's like, people will really watch this, man. People get millions and millions of views for that, and I'm trying to make like actual, I wouldn't say good content, but I'm trying to, make content that actually has like some meaning behind it. And I only get like 30 to like 180 views, which I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, of course, right? I'm very grateful for that. But I don't know, man. It just feels like kind of people are being sellouts nowadays, and that really does suck. Um, you know, the TikTok filters, the brain rot stuff, people using the subscribe to this channel and remix the sound and get this, whatever magic filter thing and this black screen, this black background, and then there's like this glowing light and it moves whenever your fingers move around. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, dude, why are kids watching this? Millions and millions of kids are watching this, and these people are making thousands and thousands of US dollars from these moron kids that keep consuming this. And they get this from TikTok and then it goes to YouTube Shorts. And YouTube Shorts is so toxic, by the way, guys, like literally. Um, I just don't understand why this type of content is being made. I mean, I get it's probably for money, is greedy people, but like, come on, man. I can't believe that kids' attention spans are that low nowadays. When I was a kid, right? I didn't even have a YouTube. I didn't have a phone until I was in like middle school, high school. But now there's kids that are getting phones at the age of like 4 or 5. There's kids that have iPads nowadays. In fact, I went to the dollar store a couple of days ago, maybe like 2 days ago now, right? And I just saw a bunch of kids watching like this content, this brain rot stuff, like this Minecraft stuff. And there's always like two videos. There's like one video on the top, and it's like a Family Guy clip or like a clip from like some movie or some TV show without any context. And then in the bottom is like one of these YouTube like ad games that, you know, the Mafia City cringe, or the games where it's like really poorly made, and it's basically like you have to match each color with each object, and then the bigger you get, the more points you get, and then at the end you have to like fight some sort of boss or something. You know what I'm talking about, right? And I was just, noticing that there was so many people, I mean, even people my age I saw were watching that type of content. I'm thinking to myself like, wow. And these are supposed to be the people who are going to be, leading the nation, leading our generation, the future generations. Like that's scary, man. That is very, very scary, you know. Now, granted, I'm not at all representative of someone in this typical age group, right? And I was born in 2002, by the way, guys, so I'm not super old, right? Obviously. But I just do not fit into this narrative of a person from Gen Z fully, or, you know, anything close to that. I'm kind of part of my own generation. I know how cringe that sounds, but I kind of just have my own individualistic way of thinking. I don't really consume what these people consume like don't relate to, all these different things. Like people talk about, oh, you know, my favorite artist is Taylor Swift or Billie Eilish, all this and that, and it's like, dude, I just cannot relate to that. You know, I like my '90s, early 2000s metal, rock, indie alternative, classical jazz music. You know, I just don't see the appeal to all these modern artists. Maybe Paramore will be an exception because they're amazing. But besides that, most modern artists, like I just cannot get into their music. Their music just seems like too cringy and like mainstream for me. And I just don't feel like I fit in with people in this age group that I'm in, which is very sad, you know? And even when I was younger, guys, like I remember always being friends with like older people, right? Not in a weird way, but I remember being friends with people who were like 5, 10 years older than me. We used to play like Nintendo DS and like Assassin's Creed together, and it just felt like I related to them more, which is very interesting. It's always been that way, dude. Even when I met my band members like 3 years ago, you know, we just vibed and it was like cool. We talked about Final Fantasy, we talked about metal, we talked about all these different things, horror movies, But, my friends from high school, they were all kind of like NPCs, so we kind of just talked about the bare minimum stuff. We talked about, oh, we play Nintendo Switch together. Oh, we all like eating pizza, this and that, We talk about our grades. But it wasn't anything deep and meaningful, you know. Except for like 3 or 4 friends I still talk to this day. I could probably make an entire rant video about that, about high school friends and how you guys kind of stop like you guys kind of disconnect from each other. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys, ever since high school graduation, I talked to like 2 people from high school, and I talked to like 30 or 40 or 50 people, and I used to hang out with these people every single day. We used to go to 7-Eleven after school. We used to go to Subway. We used to go to this pizza place nearby. And now, dude, I have not seen any of those people in 5 years. Crazy, right? But yeah, if you guys would like to hear me talk about that, definitely comment down below. That would be a very interesting topic. And you know, people change, man. People get different interests, they get different hobbies, they get into different things. You know, it's just a part of life. You need to realize that everything will not stay the same forever. Everything evolves and develops into something else. And that's okay. Sometimes it's important to get rid of old relationships and make new ones. And, through the past 5 years, since this new decade, since all the new people I met, since all the different changes I went through as a person and in life in general, I've learned these things. And yeah, that's just the way it is. But, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my discussion and hope you found it interesting. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you very much for listening. I hope that I can grow this channel and hopefully one day get 1,000 subscribers, maybe even 10,000. I don't know, but the future will only tell what will happen. But I'm going to be trying to daily upload, and yeah, that's all I have to say. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.